Dear students, welcome to today's class. In last class, we have discussed about exercise 3E, second Roman problems. In today's class, we are going to discuss about third Roman problems. In that, the first problem is finding the orthocenter by giving sides of a triangle. Okay, we already discussed it. It's very simple problem. By solving 2 line equations, you will get the each vertex of a triangle. Okay, after finding the vertices, how to find the orthocenter, we already discussed example problems. Do it. And coming to the second one, finding the circumcenter by giving the sides of a triangle. Here also, we already discussed this problem. So please check once. Same like that only, you have to simplify this one. So the first and second problems are homework for you. Okay, now let us discuss third problem. Find the equations of the straight lines passing through the point 1, 1 and which are at a distance of 3 units from -2, 3. Okay, we need to calculate the line equation which is passing through the point 1, 1 and this line is having 3 units distance from the point -2, 3. Let us denote it by P. From this point to this line distance is how much? 3 units. We need to find the line equation. Okay, that means you may get one more line equation also with the same condition. This point to this 3 units also. Okay, so that means let us solve this problem. First write down what he given. We need to calculate this line equation now. Let the line passing through the point 1, 1. Okay, denote it by A. Has slope M. Then equation of the line is, what we are assuming? The slope of a line is M. Then equation of the line is y minus y1 is equal to, what is the y1? 1. M means M only, x minus x1. So what we will get? Y minus 1 is equal to mx minus m. That implies mx minus y plus 1 minus m is equal to 0. Okay, this is we need to calculate this line equation. Make it equation 1. Now, what he given the distance from the point to this line. Now we got this line equation. The distance from P -2, 3 to equation 1 is what he given? 3 units. That means what is the formula distance? Mod ax1 plus by1. Distance D is equal to mod ax1 plus by1 plus c by under root of a square plus b square. Here this one has x1, y1. So which is a, b, c. By substituting in this, D means 3 mod a m x1 -2 plus b -1 y1 3 plus c means 1 minus m by square root of a square m square plus b square minus 1 square. So by simplifying this, what we will get? Minus 2m minus m. Minus 2m minus m minus 3m minus 3 by under root of m square plus 1. Okay, now squaring on both sides, what we will get? So here minus 3 plus 1 means minus 2. Okay, now we got this value. Squaring on both sides, what we will get? 3m plus 2 whole square is equal to 3 square into m square plus 1. By solving this, a plus b whole square means 9m square plus 2 2 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12m plus 4 is equal to 9m square plus 9. So 9m square will get cancelled. 12m, by taking 9 to the left side, minus 5 is equal to 0. That means m is equal to how much? 5 by 12. Now let us substitute this m value. Okay, actually here 9m, we need to get 2 roots. Instead of 2, we got only 1 value. That means here 9m square minus 9m square means we will get 0 into m square plus 12m. Yes or no? So that means here another root is what here? The another root means the coefficient m square is undefined here. So that means here another one is m is undefined. Okay, if m is undefined means what is the equation of a line? Therefore, equation of the line is y minus 1 is equals slope undefined into x minus 1. So that means what? How to write? It's clearly y minus 1 by infinity is equal to x minus 1. X minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 equal to 0 is the required line equation. And coming to here, what is the equation of a line? Equation of a line is y minus 1 is equal to 5 by 12 is the slope into x minus 1. So 12y minus 12 is equal to 5x minus 5. That means 5x minus 12y plus 7 is equal to 0. These are the required line equations. Discuss the fourth problem. If P and Q are the lengths of the perpendiculars from the origin to the straight lines, x secant alpha plus y cosecant alpha is equal to a, and x cos alpha minus y sin alpha is equal to a cos 2 alpha, then prove that 4p square plus q square is equal to a square. Okay, he is given the two line equations, and these two line equations are having what? Lengths of the perpendiculars from origin. Okay, one is p and another one is q. Then we need to prove this condition. So first, have you observed here the given two line equations? The second line equations is in terms of cos alpha and sin alpha. The first line equation is in terms of secant alpha and cosecant alpha. Let us convert this equation also in terms of this. Okay, first write down what he given. Given is x secant alpha plus y cosecant alpha is equal to a. That implies x into 1 by cos alpha plus y into 1 by sin alpha is equal to a. Secant alpha can be written as 1 by cos alpha. Cosecant alpha can be written as 1 by sin alpha is equal to a. So that implies by taking LCM sin alpha and cos alpha, what we will get? X sin alpha plus y cos alpha is equal to a. So x sin alpha plus y cos alpha is minus a sin alpha cos alpha is equal to 0. This is the equation. Make it equation 1. So what he given, P is the length of the perpendicular from origin to the first equation. Okay. So P is the length of the perpendicular from origin to equation 1. Then what we will get? So that is equals, he given P now. So P is equals mod A. A means what here? Sin alpha x1 0 plus B cos alpha y1 0 plus C means minus A sin alpha cos alpha by under root of A square. sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, or directly you can write it as a mod c by square root of a square plus b square formula also. So that implies p is equals mod 0 plus 0 minus a sin alpha cos alpha. Modulus means a sin alpha into cos alpha, because the denominator value is also what here? 1. So that implies multiply both sides with 2. What we will get? 2p is equals a into 2 sin alpha cos alpha. Okay. So that implies 2p is equal to what we will get? 2 sin alpha cos alpha is sin 2 alpha. From this we got the condition 2p is equal to a sin 2 alpha. Next, the second line equation, the length of the perpendicular from origin to this equation is he given q. So equation of the other line is what he given? X cos alpha minus y sin alpha is equal to a cos 2 alpha. That means x cos alpha minus y sin alpha minus a cos 2 alpha is equal to 0. Make it equation 2. What he given? Q is equal to length of the perpendicular from origin to the line, equation 2. So therefore q is equal to, we can apply mod c by na, mod c by under root of a square cos square alpha plus b square minus sin alpha whole square. So that is equal to q is equal to a cos 2 alpha by 1. So that implies what is the q value? A cos 2 alpha. Now from equation we got p value and q value na, so squaring, and so we got what we got? 2p is equal to a sin 2 alpha and q is equal to a cos 2 alpha. So both squaring and adding these two conditions, what we will get? 2p whole square plus q square is equal to a square sin square 2 alpha plus a square cos square 2 alpha. That implies 4p square plus q square is equal to a square into sin square 2 alpha plus cos square 2 alpha. What is this value as? 1. So that implies 4p square plus q square is equal to a square. So we got the condition. Okay, now let us discuss fifth problem. Two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are given by 4x plus 5y is equal to 0 and 7x plus 2y is equal to 0. And one diagonal is 11x plus 7y is equal to 9. Find the equations of the remaining sides and the other diagonal. Okay, first write down what he given adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So, given 4x plus 5y is equal to 0 and 7x plus 2y is equal to 0. Have you observed one thing here? These two equations has no constant. Okay, if the equation does not consist of constant, means the equation is, that line is passing through the origin. That means by substituting x comma y as 0 comma 0, this equation is satisfies. Satisfying means these two line equations are passing through the origin. So clearly one of the vertex of a parallelogram is what here? Clearly origin. Now let us assume this one as a and B and C. Okay, so one of the side of a parallelogram is assume that OA, that is 4x plus 5y is equal to 0. Make it equation 1. So this is equation 1. And another one which is passing through the origin, other diagonal is, other side is what here? OB, because these two are adjacent to each other. Okay, so denote these two equations denote the sides OA and OB of the parallelogram OABC. Next, he given one of the diagonal 11x plus 7y is equal to 9. Equation of the one of diagonal is 11x plus 7y minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. So, is it the given diagonal is it OC or AB? How to identify? If it is OC, that should be passes through the origin. But this equation consisting constant na. So, clearly the other diagonal is what here? AB. That means this is equation 3. So, this is the diagonal he given AB. Now, we need to calculate what here? Remaining sides AC and BC, and other diagonal as what here? OC. Okay. First of all, let us solve the equations 1 and 2. Already 1 and 2 point of intersection origin is there. By solving equations 1 and 3, the point of intersection you will get A, and by solving equations 2 and 3, you will get point of intersection B. By knowing A and B, you will get the midpoint here. Yes, you will get the midpoint to P value. Okay, so first let us solve equations 1 and 3. Solving equations 1 and 3. By cross multiplication method I am solving. Equation 1, 5, there is no constant, 0, 4, 5. Next, coming to equation 3, 7, minus 9, 11, 7. So what we will get? X by minus 45 minus 0 is equal to y by 0 plus 36 is equal to 1 by 28 minus 55. So x by minus 45 is equal to y by 36 is equal to 1 by 28 minus 65. You will get 27 minus 27. So therefore, what are the coordinates of ax comma y is equal to 45 by 27 comma 36 minus 36 by 27. Now by solving equations 2 and 3, you will get point of intersection B. So x, y, 1. The equation 2 coefficients are 2, 0, 7, 2, and equation 3 coefficients are 7, minus 9, 11, 7. By solving this, what we will get? X by minus 18 minus 0, y by 0 plus 63, 1 by 49 minus 22. So x by minus 18 is equal to y by 63 is equal to 1 by 27. So therefore, what are the coordinates of B? B coordinates x comma y is equal to minus 18 by 27 comma 63 by 27. So by cancelling this, what you will get? 9 2 ja, 9 3 ja, 9 7 ja, 9 3 ja. So these are the coordinates of B. So therefore, the coordinates of A, ax comma y is equal to, what we got coordinates of A as 45 by 27 comma minus 36 by 27. You can cancel this one also. 9 5 ja, 9 3 ja, 9 4 ja, 9 3 ja. So now the midpoint of AB is what? P. So midpoint of AB is P is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. So that means 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 by 2 comma minus 4 by 3 plus 7 by 3 by 2. So by solving this, what we will get? 3 is the LCM. 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 is 3 by 3, means 1 by 2. Minus 4 plus 7, 3. 3 by 3, 1 by 2. So finally what we got? 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 is what? P. Now, okay, now we have O point and P point. We are able to calculate slope of OP. Slope of OP is equals y2 minus y1 by 1 by 2 minus 0 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so 1 by 2 by 1 by 2, that is equal to 1. Now we got the slope of OP. Now we are able to calculate the equation of this line. Yes, equation of other diagonal is, that is what? Equation of other diagonal OC is y minus y1 0 is equal to m 1 into x minus 0. So that implies y is equal to x. Here we consider this point and the slope 1. So what we got equation? X minus y is equal to 0. We got one of the diagonal. Now we need to calculate what? Remaining two sides, AC and BC. Let C x comma y be a vertex of parallelogram. Here we are assuming the coordinates of C are what? Here x comma y. Now the midpoint of OC is what here? Midpoint of AB. The midpoint of OC is P and the midpoint of AB is also C. So midpoint of OC is same as midpoint of AB. Okay, midpoint of OC means what? X plus 0 by 2 comma y plus 0 by 2. What we got? Midpoint of AB as coordinates 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. So by equating corresponding coefficients, what we got? X by 2 is equal to 1 by 2, y by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. That means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. So therefore the coordinates of C are what? 1 comma 1. Now we are able to calculate the AC line equation and BC line equation. Okay, now how to calculate the AC line equation? Equation of side AC is, because we have these 2 points now, by having 2 points, how to find the line equation? Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. By substituting in this, y minus y1, let us consider 1, y2 minus y1. So minus 4 by 3 minus 1 by 5 by 3 minus 1 into x minus x1 is 1. So y minus 1 is equal to, so 3 will get cancelled, minus 4 minus 3 by 5 minus 3 into x minus 1. So 5 minus 3 means 2. So by cross multiplication, 2y minus 2 is equal to minus 7x plus 7. So finally what we will get? 7x plus 2y minus 9 is equal to 0. Is the what? Side AC line equation. This is side AC. Next, similarly we are able to calculate the equation of side BC. Next, equation of side BC is y minus y1. Consider this one as x1 y1. y2 7 by 3 minus 1 by minus 2 by 3 minus 1 into x minus x1. By solving this, what we will get? That implies y minus 1 is equal to, so by taking in numerator 3 as LCM, in denominator 3 as LCM will get cancelled. So 7 minus 3 by minus 2 minus 3 into x minus 1. y minus 1 is equal 7 minus 3 4 minus 5 into x minus 1 minus 5y plus 5 is equal to 4x minus 4. That implies 4x plus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 is the equation of side BC. Okay. Now let us discuss seventh one. A triangle is formed by the lines ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 and px plus qy plus r is equal to 0. Given that the triangle is not a right angled triangle, show that the straight line ax plus by plus c by ap plus pq is equal to lx plus my plus n by lp plus mq passes through the orthocenter of the triangle. Okay, that means this we need to calculate this line is passes through the orthocenter. Orthocenter means what? From vertex to opposite side perpendicular. Okay, so let's assume that this is a triangle ABC. This is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Now can you observe here the equation 1 and equation 2 are intersecting at one point A, and the line which is passing through the point of intersection of 1 and 2 is which is in the form of L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. By using this because we need to calculate this line equation, this line is passing through the point what here? Orthocenter. Okay, first write down given equations. Given line equations are ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, lx plus my plus n is equal to 0, px plus qy plus r is equal to 0. Make it equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Now equation of the line passing through the point of intersection of equation 1 and equation 2 is L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. L1 means equation 1. What is equation 1? Ax plus by plus c plus lambda into equation 2 lx plus my plus n is equal to 0. Now let us denote this equation as equation 4. Now let us write this equation in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 form. So that implies a plus lambda L into x, b plus lambda m into y plus c plus lambda n is equal to 0. Now what he given? This line equation is what? This equation. This is the fourth line equation. This one is perpendicular to what here? Equation 3. So that means equation 4 is perpendicular to equation 3. Okay, that means AD is, since AD is perpendicular to BC. So that means if any two line equations are perpendicular to each other, then what is the condition? A1 A2 plus B1 B2 is equal to 0. Now what is the A1? P. From equation 3 P. And what is the A2? A plus lambda L. Next B1 Q. B2 B plus lambda M is equal to 0. Now from this, without lambda terms, first write down AP plus BQ. Now by taking common lambda, PL plus QM is equal to 0. From this, what we are able to write lambda as minus of AP plus BQ by PL plus QM. Now substitute this lambda value in equation 4, then we will get the line equation of A which is passing through the orthocenter. So substitute lambda is equal to minus of AP plus BQ by PL plus QM in equation 4. By substituting in equation 4, what we will get? AX plus BY plus C lambda value minus of AP plus BQ by PL plus QM into LX plus MY plus N is equal to 0. By solving this, what we will get? AX plus BY plus C is equal to AP plus BQ by PL plus QM into LX plus MY plus N. That implies AX plus BY plus C by AP plus BQ is equal to LX plus MY plus N by PL plus QM. So which is what? Equation of the line which is passing through the orthocenter is the required equation of the line passing through the orthocenter of triangle which represents the altitude through A. Now let us discuss last problem. The Cartesian equations of the sides BC, CA and AB of a triangle are respectively UR is equal to ARX plus BRY plus CR is equal to 0. R is equal to 1, 2, 3. That means by taking R is equal to 1, you will get U1 is equal to A1X plus B1Y plus C1 is equal to 0. And by taking R is equal to 2, you will get A2X plus B2Y plus C2 is equal to 0. Like that, R is equal to 3 also. Show that the equation of the straight line passing through A and bisecting the side BC. Bisecting the side BC means exactly it meets at midpoint. Okay, you have to calculate this line equation. AD line equation. Okay, coming to here, first of all, write down what are the given equations. Given equations U1 A1X plus B1Y plus C1 is equal to 0 and U2 as by means R is equal to 2. A2X plus B2Y plus C2 is equal to 0 and U3 as A3X plus B3Y plus C3 is equal to 0. In a question, he given that BC is the U1, CA as the U2 and AB as the U3. But by taking like this, you won't get this answer. We need to do small changes here. So BC as U1 only. This is the U1 is equal to 0 line equation only. But coming to AB as not U3, take AB as a U2 is equal to 0 and AC as a U3 is equal to 0. Okay, there is a small change. Okay, we are interchanging these two. Okay, then you will get the same answer. Now assume that A coordinates are x1, y1 and the B coordinates are x2, y2 and the C coordinates are x3, y3. Now, can you tell me what is the equation of AD? The equation of AD is which is passing through the point of intersection of these two lines. Okay, the equation which is the passing through the point of intersection of these two lines means how to write the line equation? Equation of AD is u2 plus lambda u3 is equal to 0. Make it equation. This is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and this one has assumed equation 4. u2, what is the u2? a2x plus b2y plus c2 plus lambda into u3 means a3x plus b3y plus c3 is equal to 0. Now, have you observed one thing? The point B is lies on u2 is equal to 0. Okay, so if the any point is lies on the line equation, then it will satisfy the given line equation. So bx2 comma y2 lies on u2 is equal to 0. That means, that implies a2 in the place of x, what you have to write? x2 plus b2 y2 plus c2 is equal to 0. Similarly, the point c x3 y3 is lies on u3 is equal to 0. c x3 comma y3 lies on u3 is equal to 0. Then what we will get? In the place of x and y, you have to substitute these coordinates. a3 x3 plus b3 y3 plus c3 is equal to 0. Make it equation 5 and make it equation 6. Now, D is what here? The point D is midpoint of BC. Okay. Before that, the slope of BC. What is the slope of BC? Slope of BC is equal to y3 minus y2 by x3 minus x2. Okay, and this one BC is indicates what here? u1 is equal to 0 line equation. So how to write the slope of here? This u1 is equal to 0 line equation as minus a1 by b1. These two are what here? Same. Next, D is what? Midpoint of BC now. So D is equal to midpoint of BC. That is equal to, what is the B coordinates are? x2 comma y2 and C coordinates are x3 comma y3. So B, that means what you will get? x2 plus x3 by 2 comma y2 plus y3 by 2. This point is lies on equation AD now. So just now we got the equation AD as what? a2x plus b2y plus c2 plus lambda into a3x plus b3y plus c3 is equal to 0. Now this point D lies on equation AD. Then let us substitute these values in this equation. So which is lies on equation AD. So that implies, by substituting in this, what you will get? a2 into x means x2 plus x3 by 2 plus b2 into y means y2 plus y3 by 2 plus c2 plus lambda into a3 into x, x2 plus x3 by 2 plus b3 into y2 plus y3 by 2 plus c3, that is equal to 0. By simplifying this, what we will get? a2 x2, we are taking LCM 2 here, here also LCM taking 2, a2 x2 plus a2 x3 plus b2 y2 plus b2 y3 plus 2v2 LCM na 2c2 plus lambda into a3 x2 plus a3 x3 plus b3 y2 plus b3 y3 plus c3 is equal to 0. That implies, now write down a2 x2 plus b2 y2 plus in 2c2, let us write one c2 here, plus what are the remaining terms? a2 x3 plus B2 Y3. One more C2 is there now, write down here. Plus lambda into, same here, write down A3x3 plus B3Y3. Write down one C3. Here also you will get 2C3 plus 2C3. Write down one C3 here. And what are the remaining terms? A3x2 plus B3y2 plus another C3 is equal to 0. That implies A2x2 plus B2y2 plus C2 is equal to, just now we proved that the point B lies on U2 is equal to 0, then this value we got 0. Yes, plus A2x3 plus B2y3 plus C2 plus lambda into this one also. If the point C lies on U3 is equal to 0, then A3x3 plus B3y3 plus C3 is what? 0. Plus A3x2 plus B3y2 plus C3 is equal to 0. From this you will get the lambda value. Yes, this one plus lambda into this one is equal to 0 means lambda is equal to what we will get? Minus of A2x3 plus B2y3 plus C2. So let us write here lambda is equal to minus of A2x3 plus B2y3 plus C2 by A3x2 plus B3y2 plus C3. Now here instead of C2 substitute A2 U2 equal to 0 is what is the equation? A2x2 plus B2y2 A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. So C2 can be written as a minus of A2x2 plus B2y2. Okay. Follow this one. From equation 5, what is the equation 5 we got? A2x2 plus B2y2 plus C2 is equal to 0. And equation 6 as A3x3 plus B3y3 plus C3 is equal to 0. Okay, from this lambda is equal to, here minus of A2x3 plus B2y3. C2 can be written as a, from this minus A2x2 minus B2y2. Similarly, in denominator also A3x2 plus B3y2. This is from equation 5 and this is from equation 6. C3 can be written as a minus A3x3 minus B3y3. So that implies, by simplifying this, what we will get? Lambda is equal to minus of, here let us take the A2 from these two terms, A2 into x3 minus x2. Next, in remaining terms, let us take the common plus B2, y3 minus y2 by here A3 into x2 minus x3 plus B3 into y2 minus y3. So that is equal to minus of, let us take the common in numerator x3 minus x2 and at the same time in denominator also x3 minus x2 by taking common, what we will get? A2 plus y3 minus y2 by x3 minus x2 by A3 plus, here we took minus common, okay, so then what we will get? Y3 minus y2 by, here also by taking common minus, okay, so x3 minus x2. Then what we will get? This one will get cancelled. This one is equal to A2 plus B2 into, we already calculated this is the slope of BC, y3 minus y2 by x3 minus x2. The slope of BC is equal to slope of u1 is equal to 0. Both are same. So that means we can substitute here minus a1 by b1. A3 plus, so here b2 into, here b3 into minus A2 by B2. By simplifying this, what we will get? Sorry, here also minus A1 by B1 only. A2 B1 minus A1 B2 by A3 B1 minus A1 B3. This B1 will get cancelled. Now you have to substitute this in equation 1. Okay, by substituting in equation 1, what we will get? Okay, what is the equation 1? U2 plus lambda U3 is equal to 0 is the equation 1. U2 plus, what we got lambda value as? A2 B1 minus A1 B2 by A3 B1 minus A1 B3 into U3 is equal to 0. So that implies U2 is equal to minus of A2 B1 minus A1 B2 by A3 B1 minus A1 B3 into U3. So that is equal to U2 by minus of A2 B1 minus A1 B2 is equal to U3 by A3 B1 minus A1 B3. So that implies U2 by taking minus inside, A1 B2 minus A2 B1 is equal to U3 by A3 B1 minus A1 B3. It's a very lengthy problem. Yeah. So from this we completed our exercise 3 problems. We completed total straight lines topic. In next class we are going to start the new topic. Thank you.